In Maryland, a pilot and a passenger were rescued after their plane got tangled in high voltage power lines, and they were stranded for nearly 7 hours. At one point, tens of thousands of customers were without electricity, and schools in the area were forced to close today. Scott McFarland has that story.
It was a successful midnight hour rescue mission in the dense fog. Crews first had to clamp power lines to remove any threat of electrocution before they gently maneuvered around the transmission tower to bring down the plane's pilot and one passenger. The single-engine plane crashed into the structure just miles from an air park in Montgomery County, Maryland, outside Washington, D.C.
To be up that high, I think is pretty frightening.
Once rescued, one of the plane's occupants was greeted by cheers before being wheeled to a waiting ambulance. Both were taken to local trauma centers after suffering serious but not life-threatening injuries, including hypothermia. Police identified the pilot as 65-year-old Patrick Merkel of Washington, D.C., and his passenger as 66-year-old Jan Williams of Louisiana. Merkel and Williams stayed in touch with rescuers during the ordeal, waving out the plane window and communicating through the night by phone.
We seen the flash of light from the bedroom window, and I thought it was lightning at first, and then just heard the pow, and then we came out here and seen the plane.
The crash happened during a rainy and foggy Sunday that delayed commercial flights in the D.C. area, but it's unclear if that contributed to the incident. The collision knocked out power to more than 100,000 customers in the D.C. suburbs, with most service being restored by the morning.
Never seen anything like this before. It's amazing, that they're okay.
Hazmat crews remained on the scene as they try to reconnect some of those power lines as the FAA and NTSB begin their investigations. Scott McFarland, CBS News, Gaithersburg, Maryland.